Thanks to Chromium with a 1 instead of an I for that 8-bit song. And thanks to Paperlink the Hedgehog for that still image. You captured me during my drawing faces on fruit phase very well. More intros to come on upcoming videos. If you send me a intro, people will see it. So far, I've been really impressed with the veritable cornucopia of file types I've received.
What the heck's a WLMP?
WMVs, MPEGs, what's wrong with those? Good morning all, it's January 9, the 9th day of 2011. Happy Apricot Day! Is it apricot or apricot? So it's Sunday, and like just about every Sunday I have at home, my family and I went out to a Chinese buffet restaurant. The food is good, but the real fun comes in the form of the timeless fortune cookie in-bed joke and the chopstick wrappers. Here's a selection from one of those wrappers. Welcome to Chinese restaurant. Please try your nice Chinese food with chopsticks. The traditional, typical of Chinese glorious history and cultural. Nice. I like how the words nice Chinese food with chopsticks are all capitalized. I can of course only assume that a YouTube commenter wrote this little chopsticks blurb. And the back tells you how to use chopsticks, and the grammar isn't terrible, but check this out. As you learn to use chopsticks, your hand looks more hand-like over time and less abstract. Can you tell? Like there it looks all like weird, and here it looks like more normal, and here it looks like a real hand. It's amazing. My hands are pretty hand-like, and I know how to use chopsticks, so I guess I don't have sufficient evidence to disprove that claim. Comment time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Witchcraft98 writes, I feel I should point out two things. 1, Noah Cyrus is female, you said she was Miley's brother. And 2, your old lady impression is fantastic, OMGXD. Thanks, Witchcraft98, I learned my old lady impression from the experts, old ladies. As for the Noah Cyrus debacle, I would argue that that's less my fault and more Billy Ray Cyrus's. There are plenty of perfectly good girls' names out there, dude. Why'd you have to steal one from the boys? Nightmare Syndrome writes, to counter your all deaths are tragic, here is a quote. Aren't you a Christian? Don't you believe in that whole paradise after death thing? Wouldn't that mean you're supposed to be happy when someone dies? As for another counter, it's a sad fact, but it's an out-of-sight, out-of-mind thing for most people. They never knew the person, so why should they care if they died? Well, NS, nice initials by the way, allow me to counter my all deaths are tragic statement by countering your two-part counter. Part 1! Yes, Christians believe in heaven, but losing a loved one is still hard. If a Christian's son moves away, even if it's somewhere really nice, the father's still going to feel partially sad about it, because he's human, and distance from your loved ones, whether you're spiritual or not, kinda sucks. Also, your argument indirectly states that humans are incapable of feeling more than one emotion at any given time, and that's just not true. Part 2! I was not asking you to feel actual personal pain or even caring for someone you never knew who died. I was just saying that a very large percentage of deaths in this world makes someone sad. So you're not necessarily expected to cry for the unknowns, but you should realize that somebody somewhere is. That being said, my condolences go out to the victims of yesterday's Tucson shooting. The Rampage's youngest victim, Christina Taylor Green, a girl of only 9 years, had a life that began and ended in tragedy. She was born on September 11, 2001. On that note, I promise not to mention death in my next video. Getting a little bit sordid up in here. Until tomorrow, I'm Griff, and I'm still talking. In bed.